I mean, when I first saw David, well, first, before I went to the school, my father was his art teacher for 3 years, and my father was one of the lads, as well as being a great teacher, but, and he had a great rapport with David, and would tell me about him. And because I'd say, Dad, who's playing music? Because I'm going to the school next year. And he said, well, there's this Bowie chap. Sorry, I can't say that. There's this Jones chap. He seems to be he's a good artist, but he seems to be very much into the music. So I thought, oh, good. So I was going to aim for him, as soon as I got there. And then, before I went to the school in the September of whatever year it was, 61 and probably 62, and there was a school fete, a school fair, outdoors in the summer, and Dave Jones was playing with the Conrads, who were one of our biggest local bands, and I got to see them live on the school steps outside the front door, and Dave was playing sax and singing and everything, and that's when I knew what I wanted to be. And it was seeing David do that. That was, and the guitar player, Nev, I'll never forget him. It was wonderful. So that was it for me, And then when I came to the school the next year, my dad used to unlock the art block stairway before school, and we'd sneak our guitars into his office. And at lunchtime, we would come and sit on the stone stairway, which had an amazingly good echo. And I remember David and George Underwood, who did the Ziggy Stardust cover, and I believe Aladdin Sane, I'm not sure, and another one. They were best buds. And it was the three of us on the stairs teaching me Peggy Sue by Buddy Holly, and to go from there to seeing David, me on TV first, and David said in an interview, I'm looking at the TV, I'm watching Top of the Pops, and there's this kid on, I said, that's Pete, we should be at school. So I was in a band called The Herd, and then of course, a year later, he came out with Space Oddity. And so then I was in a band called Humble Pie, and we performed together on the Humble Pie tour. So he was our special guest. So it's been like this ever since. And obviously been a huge fan of his before anybody knew about him. I knew about him first. And and he's such a great talent and a good friend. And so then to play with him on the Glass Spider tour and on the record, Never Let Me Down record, was like the pinnacle for me. Mm-hmm. It was so exciting. So he's been a very great friend, and has always been there to give me advice, when needed. And we've been there, we speak quite often. So he's doing well.